Good morning, guys. Hopefully it's still morning when this video uploads. If not, then I hope everybody has a beautiful day. But I just wanted to get into a topic for the day, which is going to involve commentary for a video later on, which is map pressure, and how good map pressure is as a killer, no matter how you use it. But it's very important. From this perspective that I will talk about, it's going to be helpful for killer, and survivors are going to know how to somewhat counter it. I will cover survivor in a later video in the week, if I find one. Alright, well, anyway, without further ado, let's get into this Wraith game and talk about some of the things in this video that deals with map pressure. Azrael's resting place. It seems as though nobody put up any secret offering, so I don't really have to worry about all the survivors spawning in together. Judging by spawning on this side of the map, I can tell that no one's really on the side of the map that I spawned on, so I'm heading over to the other side of the map. I hear a little bit going on, so I decided to check this generator. Beautiful, got the first hit. I believe that she was the only person on the generator, so she decided that she wanted to loop around this truck. I thought that it'd be in my best interest to cloak to bait her into dropping the pallet early, which is exactly what happened. I decided to delay the swing there on my lunge, that way I could time it perfectly with her coming out of the locker. I decided to hit Claudette and try to get the free hit off of her, which worked perfectly. That way I could pause that wiggle timer with Mad Grit. The build is also Ruin, which just got popped. Nurse is calling, save the best for last, and Mad Grit. So you will not see the typical Wraith barbecue and chili build, or barbecue and chili perk in this build. I decided to stay over here because I immediately assumed that Claudette was going to come back for an unsafe hook. But instead of tunneling the Kate, I decided to get all the free hits that I could. Kate's injured and I don't want to tunnel her, you know, we're trying to play fair. Plus, we got 5 generators still up. No one's really finished any generators, so I got nothing but time. I see Meg healing behind here, so I'm gonna go for her. Meg brings me to Fang Min, so I decided to get the free hit off of Fang Min, but she is my obsession, so... Alright, what you saw right there is a mind game where I basically baited her into trying to go towards the pallet, and once she realized that I was coming from a different side, she wanted to try and loop it and made a mistake. That was actually her mistake. She could have been dropped that pallet. Alright, so now we're going to head back to the hook because somebody should be unhooking right here. There we go. Get the free hit off of Meg because she's healthy. What the... I don't know why that whiffed. There we go. There's no real way to mind game this. I don't know how she screwed that up. There's legit no way to mind game this area right here. I don't know how she screwed that up. But as you can see, we got 3 to 4. We got everybody at least hooked once. 5 generators are still up. Ruin just got popped, but as you notice, because they're all injured, they're so focused on healing. Right now, what's keeping my pressure up is the fact that they're extremely focused on healing and rushing those hook saves. And if you notice, all of my pressure is on this side of the map because this is what I call a chokehold map, where if you leave all the generators on one side of the map, it makes it extremely difficult for the survivors to recover, and that's why I'm staying on this side of the map. It might seem as though I'm proxy camping, but it's in my best interest to stay on that side of the map. I'm coming over here just to see if they're healing, and yeah, since no one was going for Meg, I automatically knew that they were over here since the generator popped too. And just like we did before, we're going to get a bunch of free hits. Now, here's the funny thing. Why did you use Dead Hard right then and there when you could have used Dead Hard earlier? Yeah, that's a free hit. Alright, they should be going for the save on Meg. And she's not wiggling, so I'm assuming that she's giving up. Alright, we're going to head immediately straight to the other side of the map because that's where all of our pressure is, and because there's no generators done over there, we want all of our pressure to stay over here. All three of them are together. See if we can get some free hits. 4 generators left, so I'm gonna commit. Nah, that was a slow vault. That wasn't free. Had she just kept running around the killer shack instead of trying to let me mind game her, she would have had the loop. That's the safest loop in the games. The god loop, since that pallet is still up. Alright, so Meg is dead. There's 4 generators still up. Most of the generators on the side of the map that I've been on has been kicked. And we know for sure that 2 of them are on this side of the map. So now we want to try to herd them over to the other side of the map because that's where all of our pressure is. I really don't care if they finish generators on this side though. Alright, this is going to be a loop. You notice I'm approaching the pallet wide. This way I can see if she's going to keep running through the pallet. She's trying to bait me into not swinging through it, or she's trying to really bait me into swinging through the pallet so that I'll whiff my R2 and then she can just keep running. So you notice I'm just taking this like wide step around the pallet, and she had nowhere else to go there, so smack her down. And we're gonna put her on this hook here. It says there's 3 survivors left and only 1 generator's been done. We have an extreme mass amount of pressure right now. 1 survivor is injured, the other survivor is healthy, meaning that they're probably going to go for the hook save. So right now we can assume that nobody is doing a generator, and if the injured survivor is doing a generator, then it'd be stupid. See, earlier in the game, they were extremely focused on healing. Here, you see me stay a little bit closer on this side of the map, mainly because I know for a fact that somebody is over here. That's the only reason why I stayed over here, because I knew someone was over here. Fang Min probably has decisive, so I'm going to go for Claudette. It's a free hit because she has nowhere else to go. I think the pallet over here has been used up. Oh, never mind. Okay. She fell for the moonwalking technique, and I was dumb enough to whiff that hit right there, thinking that she was going to do something different. And she kept running right here, and now she has nowhere to go. I don't know why I ended up hitting the side of the pallet and not her. That's a mistake on my part. But oh well. And she's running around it. Yeah. There's no point in trying to vault that window on that bus. It only creates more time. And that's what happens when you camp a pallet and get too overconfident in your ability to make the killer scared of getting stunned by pallets. I'm Wraith. I'm simply an R2 killer, or if this was PC, M1 killer. Basically meaning there's not much really I can do in the middle of a chase except for smack people. My ability doesn't help me. Alright, now Kate was on this generator earlier before, so I decided to come back to the generator knowing that she would be on it. Wraith moves faster when he is cloaked than when he is in his physical form, which is why I decided to recloak myself to catch up. That way, there's not much space between us. She dropped this pallet really early. That's a really bad move on her part. Now there's only one pallet on this side. Like, she's panicking, dropping pallets, and this is beautiful for me, especially if I get into a chase with the last survivor. There's no pallet over here. This is a free hit. You see, since we got so much map pressure at the beginning of the game, okay, that's an extremely safe pallet as well. I'm okay with that. Since we got so much map pressure at the beginning of the game, now they're starting to do gens, but they can't recover from that pressure. That's why I'm just letting go of it altogether. Like, if you notice, I stopped staying on the other side of the map because of that. Decided to swing through that pallet because I knew that she was going to keep on camping the pallets and throwing them down. I decided to slug Kate right then and there, so that I could go looking for the Claudette for the free 4K, which Kate obviously wasn't happy with that because she disconnected. But oh well. I heard sounds over here. Don't think I really see anybody. I know the person that we're looking for is the Claudette. Or no, not Claudette. Oh, it's actually the Fangman. Had I been smarter about that, I could have body blocked Fangman. But she decided to give up. Yeah, that's game over. So, well, that's really all there is to talk about. And just to cover the last few things, I made a few mistakes in this video and in this game, but the bigger overall mistakes is what led me to winning, is the fact that these survivors were so focused on healing and rushing hooks. If you ever play Survivor, just know that that's one of your top 10 biggest mistakes that you could do, is rush a hook and prioritize healing over the objective. And with that, that's all I really want to talk about today. I'm checking out.